I believe I'm back. So this is it. You see, I tried so many businesses, but this is my best business that I've ever done before. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to listen to this, and at the end we shall share. That's why when I was starting, I told you that we should listen and we should have where to note so that we can benefit. And our first video today is saying, or is going to teach us what to do if you reach a time and you feel that you want to leave, to drop, you are tired, you are not seeing results. What's next? What can you do in such a moment? Because the fact is, everyone has ever reached. But in case it has happened, what can you do? Let me first. And give some power to some people to help me. If you are a co-host, you can help me to unmute people so that we don't get all right, I'm done. Yes, once again, let me go back to my sharing. I think I've cleared the background now and be in position to hear from each other very well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been telling you, when I was starting, I didn't have any skill. I didn't even understand what is cryptocurrency. And I reached a time when I don't see results. Okay, I reached a time and I started thinking whether I made a mistake, whether I messed up again. And I believe that one, it has not happened to me alone. If you are in the business, that thought will always come. But that's the time, if you don't get helped, that's the time you miss a wonderful opportunity that could have changed your life. When you make research in the world, you'll find that there are so many people who want better life, who want to live their dreams. But the only challenge they have when they reach in that time of feeling that, and let me stop doing what I'm doing, the only option they have is to drop what they have started. Remember, in Royalq we are lucky that there are two ways of making money. There are that system that favors people with big capital, and there are that system that favors who can say enough is enough, let me share the business. Here you don't need capital, and that is the part for sharing, and you build a big network. However, on both sides, I've seen people who have been trading, and when it reaches time for floating loss, they pull out their money and they go out. That is quitting. And the same, the other side where I belong, those people who didn't have capital, and yet they want to get money from the business. I mean the sharing part. However, even when you have capital and you are determined, you can share the business and earn two ways. I've also seen people who have talked like 100, 500, when they don't see results, they decide to move away. So let us hear now and see if you reach on that point, what is next?
Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Royalq. Have you ever thought about quitting your network marketing business? Have you ever gotten just so discouraged that you say, you know what? I don't need this. I'm going to go back to that job. This is the ups and downs are just too much. If you haven't had that experience, stick around, because everyone that I know that's ever been involved in this business has had those days, have had those thoughts. Now, it's not just limited to people in network marketing. It's limited to all entrepreneurs. All entrepreneurs deal with this issue of self-doubt, of challenge, of difficulty, of struggle. And I don't know what it is for you. I mean, for me, so many things went through my mind. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this just isn't my thing. Maybe other people are made for this. Maybe I'm not. Maybe entrepreneurs need to be born, because I wasn't an entrepreneur. Maybe I just need to be realistic and just go to a job. Maybe I don't have the discipline for this. Or some days when I would just say, you know, I get so discouraged with people because I couldn't get people to do the actions that I was willing to do. Maybe I'm just not a good enough leader. Maybe the product Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Royalq. Have you ever thought about quitting your network marketing business? Have you ever gotten just so discouraged that you say, you know what?
All right, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for that. You know, always Africa, and in Africa, everything is possible. However much I want to share to you without any disturbance, I end up.
Welcome to Network Marketing Pro. My name is Royalq. Pro. My name is Royalq. And this week, we're going to talk about 5 steps to unlimited prospects. Anybody, do I know anyone?
Yes.
Marketing Pro. Network marketing business. Have you ever gotten just so discouraged that you say, you know what? I don't need this. I'm going to go back to that job. This is the ups and downs are just too much. If you haven't had that experience, stick around, because everyone that I know that's ever been involved in this business has had those days, have had those thoughts. Now, it's not just limited to people in marketing. It's limited to all entrepreneurs. All entrepreneurs deal with this issue of self-doubt, of challenge, of difficulty, of struggle. And I don't know what it is for you. I mean, for me, so many things went through my mind. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this just isn't my thing. Maybe other people are made for this. Maybe I'm not. Maybe entrepreneurs need to be born. Because I wasn't born an entrepreneur. Maybe I just need to be realistic and just go get a job. Maybe I don't have the discipline for this. Or some days when I would just say, you know, I would get so discouraged with people because I couldn't get people to do the actions that I was willing to do. Maybe I'm just not a good enough leader. Maybe the product isn't, you know, valuable enough. Maybe the compensation plan doesn't pay as much as I think it should. Maybe I'm in a country or a part of the world that is, you know, I feel is more resistant to network marketing than any other part of the world. You know, so because of that, I'm gonna struggle or whatever. There's the list is so long when it comes to reasons to check out, reasons to walk away. You miss that rank, you push for that goal, you get embarrassed, you fall on your face in front of your group, you go try and do a presentation, it doesn't go very well. You drive across town, or you go across the country even to do a meeting and nobody shows up. Somebody in your company makes you feel bad or makes you feel small, and because of that, you get your feelings hurt. There's so many reasons to quit. And here's my message for you this week. If you're looking for a reason to quit, they're all there. I just gave you a whole bunch of them. There's a whole menu of reasons that you can choose, and no one will blame you. You can say, hey, because of this, I decided not to do it, and that makes you feel better, and that explains it to the world, and you move on with your life. There will always be a reason to quit. But if your dream is strong enough, there will always be a reason to stay. There will always be a reason to push through. There will always be a reason to help others. Maybe it's knowing that your product or service is going to have an impact on the world and you can't let that go. Or maybe it's you're rescuing people from desperate lives. Maybe it's taking care of those family members that maybe can't take care of themselves as well as maybe you could help them do. Maybe it's giving to the causes that are important to you. Maybe it's seeing that next person in your group, the fire light up in their eyes because of you, because you persevered, because you worked when no one else was watching, because you decided to do something that other people weren't willing to do. That sense of pride that you did something, that sense of pride that you went through the battle, that the sense of pride that you stood for something. That's more valuable, in my opinion, than living a life full of regrets. Going through the challenge. Understand the challenge is what makes something of you. The challenge is what creates something of you. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I think that's true. What doesn't kill you does make you stronger. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It hurts. But it makes you stronger. And I will tell you, it's the struggle for the past, since 1988, when I got involved in network marketing. It's the struggle that forced me to become the person that I am today, and I'm proud of the person that I am today. Without the struggle, if it would have been easy every single day, I wouldn't have become much. I would have been just an immature idiot running around with money versus somebody who's learned and grown and expanded and gotten better. Because even though I had those days when I wanted to quit, I found a reason to stay. I found a reason to keep going. I found a reason to work through my fears. I found a way to conquer the struggle. So I don't know where I find you on this day, when this message finds you, but if it's landing on you on a particularly bad day, just understand this. There's always a reason to quit, but there's also always a reason to stay. And if you have somebody in your organization that maybe is going through a struggle, have them listen to this. Because I will tell you, network marketing isn't perfect, but it's better. And the struggle is worth it. That's our show for today. Ladies and gentlemen, my wish for all of you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional, that you decide to go pro, you decide to stay through the struggle, because it is a stone cold fact that we do have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Everybody have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you've been listening and you have noted some, even if it's 1 point, it is enough. You have sharing about, if you reach that moment of start thinking, did I make the mistake of buying the robot? Did I make the mistake of investing in crypto trading? What's going to help you to keep you moving? I believe we have people who have ever thought about that have made the mistake. And that's happening, especially when you don't see results. Okay? And he said, according to him, without struggles, you can't become the person you meant to be. Actually, struggles are the one that make entrepreneurs. Any entrepreneur, you must be ready for the struggle. If you fear struggle, then you'll be on the other side, where you become under someone's control. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here and you have noted something, or if you've learned something, this time no questions. I just want those ones who have learned something. Just raise up your hand. If you are here, you've learned something from the video before me taking you through the next step. Are we having anyone? Yes. I've seen. Let me start with the Tafe. Okay. Unmute yourself and share with us. Yes, fine. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. And yourself? Sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, what did you want to ask? Sorry.
Hello? Have you heard?
Yes,
have you been listening?
I have been listening. I have been listening, and I just watched the video, and it is very motivational. I have been doing networking marketing for about a year, and also been with those fly-by companies, ROI companies, until I discovered Royalq about 4.5 months ago. And it's going well. And you do need that drive to carry on. You need a reason to wake up every day and push and advertise and help your teams. It'll take you 9 no's to get 1 yes in network marketing. So you have to be prepared to do the work.
All right, thank you, sir. For him, he said you must have that driving reason. Okay?
Yes, you must have that drive.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for sharing with us. And thank you for being attentive in the class. All right. Now,
thank you.
I've seen Adam. Adam, you can also unmute.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, Mobiru.
Yes, good morning, sir.
How is Uganda?
Uganda is always good when you have money.
You have money now, you're a rich man. Yeah, the lecture was so inspiring, and I got 2 major lessons from there. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, the first thing I got was, what cannot kill you will only make you stronger. And if you have a reason to quit, there are much more reasons why you should stay behind to face the struggle and conquer it. Because there are always reasons for you to quit. But if you summon courage and your dream is strong, there are more reasons why you should not quit, why you should remain to conquer the struggle and overcome poverty. I learned those two things. They are key. All right?
Right. Thank you, sir. Let me
Thank
end
you.
with Juliana. I believe people are learning. Yes, Juliana, you can unmute.
Yeah, good morning, my leader.
Yes, good morning.
What I pick also there is just what my the last leader spoke, that what will not kill you make you strong. So I learned that it's always good to hold on no matter what. Like if not that I was determined, I am determined, I mean, to be in this business, because I know there is light in this business. Because people we don't just, when you start a business, in any business we are doing, when we start a business, it doesn't just, it doesn't bring money immediately. You wait for like a year or two. Some business, after 2 years, you start earning. It's same thing with crypto. We don't just get in today and get rich tomorrow. It's patience. So I had a lot of reason to quit, but because I'm determined, I know what is in Royalq. I know what is in this business. So I decided to hang on, and I'm kicking. And I'm enjoying it with the good leaders around us that are there morning, night, evening, anytime at all, to help us solve any challenges we are having. I think it's a place to be. Royalq. I've been in for I was in the forest marketing. The difference is clear. So immediately I got Royalq, I closed up forest, because I've seen the difference and I know this is the right place I've been. This is the right place. So this is my, I found my America here in this very business. So this is what I, learned. God bless you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Madam Juliana. But before you go, you said you've tried others. Can you show us the difference you found in Royalq?
Yeah, the difference is in the forest when I was trading. Like, for example, I don't have access to trade, except my broker is there that will tell me this is what to do, this is not what to do. I was not handling my own things. I was not handling my marketing by myself, like in Royalq, where my money, I am handling everything. My money is in my wallet. I can do whatever I want. I can come in anytime, go out anytime. In a forest, I couldn't do that, because if I have to go to see anything, it has to be the time. Maybe my brother will be there to log me in. But in Royalq, it's not like that. I come out even if I want to go there every second, I can do it. So there's the difference. And the robot is trading for me. It's not me, because there they will tell me today the market is good, buy or sell. Sometimes I will say, because I don't understand the trading, you tell me what do I do? They will say, you decide. So sometimes I decide, I lost money. Sometimes I just guess, I gain. But it's not like Royalq, whereby the robot is there 24 hours trading for you. So this is the most, this, when I heard about this Royalq, this was what attracted me to the business, that the robot will be trading for me, that I have access to my trading anytime. I say, wow. So this is the place to be. This is the major thing that make me to leave Forest and, come to Royalq. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Juliana, for sharing with us. She has said it, that Royalq is next to none. Okay? She had tried Forex, but what she has seen here is so amazing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue to learn, we shall see at the end, that it is us who has limited ourselves to move. Okay? I told you, when I was starting, I was so challenged by so many people because they used to tell me, yes, we've seen Julius's results. Now you send your screenshot and see. I worked hard, I said. I want to work hard until I start sharing my results. Okay? That is me. I said I need to work hard until I start sharing my results. Now, next to share with you, we are going to see how to attract customers, how to attract more robot buyers, especially when you don't have that big results. How to attract more robot users, especially when you don't have that results of like Mr. Kabanda Julius, of course, Jay, and so many of Madame Anrin. What could help you? Okay. Point number one that I'm going to talk about. Actually, these factors that I'm going to share with you, all of them, they are free. I mean, if you need them, you don't need to pay for you to attain them. My point number one is beliefs. Okay? You bought the robot. Maybe you have money or you don't have money to trade. But do you believe that the results the leaders are sharing are real? We have people. Last time I saw a person in the business who said that the screenshot that they are shared on the group, they are edited. Okay? Do you believe that the business is having money or is paying people? Or you still have some doubts? Do you agree that you can make it here? That's all your belief. That means if your belief is still low, trust me, the business will not pay you. And you will not have that reason as to why you give it time, because you are still doubting. Point number two, thoughts. When it comes to Royalq, how is your thoughts? What do you see? Do you see failing? Do you see making it big? Then, number three, I'll play a video for you for this, don't worry. Words. Now, when you are with your friends, why do you talk about your business? As your friends are still doubting, as those people who promise you to buy the robot are not buying, what words you talk? Either to yourself or with other people. Then after that, what actions are you taking? Okay, I've seen people with the good beliefs, they have a good thought about the business, they speak very nice words about the business, but when it comes to action, taking, And remember, action is always finalizing the results. You earn all your results resembles your actions. If you are the kind of a person who is always taking action, trust me, even your results are going to be good. If you want to understand this, look into your team, everyone, and check. First, look those people with some results, good results, and see how they are taking action. You find that they are the one who are training others. You find that are the one who are doing the presentations. Now, I believe now, if you are following, just raise up the hand before I continue. I just want to see whether I'm having active people in my class. If you are listening, just raise up your hand. All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, yes. People are following. Now, let us watch this for us to understand what I want you to get. Okay. Let me share the screen very fast here. Oh, this is it.
Hey, what's up, my friends? JT DeBold is with you today for the Elite Marketing Pro Daily Dose of Awesome. Great to be with you on a Tuesday morning. And today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when it comes to attracting big-time clients. And really, when I talk about big-time clients, I'm talking about the type of customer they truly want in their business. And then, of course, once they've got that customer, how to take great care of them. I'm going to be talking about one of the single biggest mistakes they make. And more importantly, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 specific pitfalls to avoid when it comes to avoiding this particular mistake. And by the way, this is something that even the big dogs have a tendency to stumble over. This is a mistake that a lot of people make, whether you're brand new at the business or whether you've been around the block for a few times. I'm telling you, this is applicable to literally everybody who is out there building a business, especially a business that is geared toward helping people, just like we do in the Elite Marketing Pro community here. So as you're jumping out, let me know where you are tuning in from. And as you do, let me say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whatever time it is for you, no matter where you might be tuning in from on the Big Blue Marble. Thanks for joining us here each and every single Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. It is always a privilege and an honor. And I got to tell you, so stoked to be back with you on the Daily Dose. Awesome to be with you on a Tuesday. Lots of cool people coming out here. Larry Felder, what's happening? Colonel. Michelle, what's going on? Tom Dealey coming in from Moab, Utah. Man, I got to tell you, that's actually a trip that I'm looking to take with my wife and kids. We love to mountain bike in this family, and Moab is a trip we have yet to make, believe it or not. So that's on the horizon. Ida coming in from Norfolk, United Kingdom. Good to see you in the UK. Nebraska's in the house with Paul North. Good to see you, Paul. Jennifer Stover King in the house. Marilyn Beggs, what's happening, my friend? Lisa Smith Williams coming in from Pearland, Texas. Eric Duncanson, Atlanta, Georgia. Go Hawks. Luke Burrows in the house. Good to see you as always, Luke. Ray Perlman from sunny SoCal, one of my favorite parts of the world, sunny Southern California. Mary coming in from South Dakota. Chuck coming in from South Carolina. All right, cool. So I'm going to teach you guys a few things. If you guys have ever been to one of our fast track workshops, either as an elevation member or an acceleration member, you may have seen me talk about this in the past because it's extremely important, but it's something that I want to start sharing a little bit more with all of you so that you understand. One of the things that we talk about a lot of times and some of the concerns that are brought up to me by entrepreneurs, especially folks that are starting off, they're brand new, or perhaps they're breaking into a new field, something that they're unfamiliar with, is their lack of results. The concern is, how am I going to attract customers when I haven't gotten any results? And more specifically, how am I going to attract the real big dogs? How am I going to attract the heavy hitters? And what's interesting is this particular industry, whether you see it as the home-based industry or something more specific like the network marketing industry, a lot of times we look at folks that have these big downlines, right? We see the people that walk across the stage. We see them getting recognized. We see them hitting those big marks, rank advancing, so on and so forth. And it's very easy to think, well, that's them. That's not me. and someday I will be successful when. And this is one of the things that we talk about in the workshops is success is not defined by when you get results. Okay. The result itself is simply a metric. It's simply an indication of effective action, effective planning, effective strategy, and then the execution of that planning and the execution of that strategy. That's it. That's all results are. The results are specifically not indicative of your life. They're not indicative of your quality. They're not even indicative of you. But so often people have this tendency to believe that, well, results are me. My results are me, or my lack of results are me. If this ever sounds familiar, if you know somebody, I'm not saying it has to. Hey, what's up, my friends? JT DeBold is with you today for the Elite Marketing Pro Daily Dose of Awesome. Great to be with you on a Tuesday morning. And today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest mistakes. Talk about a lot of times some of the concerns that are brought up to me by entrepreneurs, especially folks that are starting off, they're brand new, or perhaps they're breaking into a new field, something that they're unfamiliar with, is the results are me or my lack of results are me. If this ever sounds familiar, if you know somebody, I'm not saying it has to be you, but if you know people that operate like this, and if it is you have the curse to admit it, give me a 1 in the chat box. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you've ever had that feeling like, listen, I don't have the results yet, and therefore, who's going to follow me? So, if you ever had this thought process or experience it, give me a 1 in the chat box. There are people out there. I can tell you, it's really cool for you to admit that. And if, by the way, you know people, maybe you've got people in your organization, people in your team that want to pay close attention because this message will work for them as well. And if you're the person delivering the message, aren't you going to look like an amazing leader? And of course you will, because you are. And that's really the whole point here. When we talk about results, what are they really? They are simply indicators. It's just like a temperature gauge. That's all a temperature gauge is. It says, hey, it's a certain temperature in the particular room. Now, it's up for us to say, well, it's hot or it's cold. But the thermometer, the temperature gauge, simply tells us the facts. It simply tells us what is. It doesn't mean necessarily some people like the room hot, some people like the room cold. It's up to that person to decide if it's comfortable. And isn't that interesting? Because we define what comfort means to us, just like we define the term success. Some people would say, listen, I'm making $5,000 a month in my business. That's tremendous success. Other people would say, I'm making $50,000 a month, and that's tremendous success. And some people might be anywhere in between that. And so what we have to understand is that our definition for success is very personal, very intimate, and it's very different from the people. Is that okay or what? I would question and make the case that it is okay and it should be okay. In fact, that's kind of what makes this so remarkable. One thing I say kind of on my side is the love about entrepreneurship. It's the ultimate level playing field. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, doesn't matter what your background is, doesn't matter how much success failure you have in the past. It really just matters what you show up with, all right? What you bring to the table. And I'm going to be getting to that in just a minute. But back to the pitfall that people make, people come to, it's the notion that results are the driver for business. I'm going to show you one way that I teach our clients in the workshops, and this is something I've kind of put together. I call it the success cycle. It's really the way things kind of go. If you've seen this before, then follow along with me. If you've never seen this before, then take notes on this. Okay. Everything really begins with our belief systems. All right. So I'll give you a great example. If your belief system around money is, hey, wealthy people are greedy, or making money in business is hard, then it's going to really start to drive your everything you do in terms of performance in your business or your life. Some people say, well, I'm not a morning person. Well, guess what? If they have to get up early to catch a flight, then naturally they're going to approach that situation from a place of not necessarily being optimized, right? They're going to say, well, I'm not a morning person. Therefore, when they get up early in the morning, they're probably going to feel awful. They're going to move slow. Their brain's not going to be as sharp. And they probably will not approach that situation with too much enthusiasm. See where I'm going with this? If somebody also has a belief system that says, hey, business is hard, in the past I have failed, so therefore in the future I probably will fail as well, all of a sudden they're setting themselves up for a very rough go. So it all begins with our beliefs. Well, our beliefs actually drive our thoughts, because if we're believing that something's hard, then we're thinking it's going to be hard. And of course, our thoughts drive our words. Now, what's interesting is we have amazing people in this community. And one person that I want to give a shout out to is we were just in the workshops, and I had this awesome woman, Dawn. She came up and she said, listen, man, you know, the way you approach thoughts and words and things like that is really powerful, because what I said is the eyes are not the window to the soul, words are. All right. And the purpose behind me saying that is because when you are thinking a certain thought, sometimes you hold it within yourself, right? But if all of a sudden you speak the words, if I said, hey, how's business going? You go, hey, man, business is awesome. I can tell a lot about what you're thinking. Even if right now business isn't going great for you, if the words that come out of your mouth say business is awesome, that means you're thinking optimistically. That means you're thinking about the possibility of what's coming next. And that probably means that you have a strong belief system in and around your business and in and around yourself. So you can see that these things really do relate to one another. Beliefs lead to thoughts, thoughts lead to words. Now you might be thinking to yourself, JT, how do words actually impact our performance? I was just telling this story last week, and how when my kids were little, we actually tried this out. I remember reading this study. It was done by a performance psychologist in the UK. And what they did, they put athletes through tests, and they actually used positive or negative reinforcement as the athletes were doing their workouts. Sometimes it was an Olympic lift, like squats or deadlift or something like that. Sometimes it was running hurdles. Sometimes it was doing things, seeing how high they could jump and tap a marker on a wall, for instance. And so they tried to test. They tried it once with positive reinforcement, meaning, hey, you got this, you can do this, jump higher. You're such a strong person. Man, you're fast. Man, you're strong. Man, you're tall, or whatever they would say. And it would give that person that positive reinforcement. On another test, they would ask the exact same athletes to do something, either a similar strength exercise or performance exercise, and they would tell them how awful they were, and how they weren't working hard enough, and how they were slow, and how they were sluggish, and how they were heavy, and all these things. And they could actually see a dramatic drop in their performance. So I tried this with my own kids. We set up this little obstacle course in our house one day, and we tried it. And the very first time we did it, we gave our kids just a baseline performance. We just wanted to see how fast they would go. Then we gave them a chance to rest, and I tried something. I tweaked the experiment a little bit differently. And I started it with my daughter, and I said, when she ran the first go, she's very competitive, just like me. And she ran as far as she could on that first run when she was fresh. That's when I gave the negative reinforcement. I gave the negative reinforcement. I'm like, you're not trying hard enough. You're not going fast enough. Is that the best you got? And I was saying things like that, and I could tell that it was actually having an impact on her. Well, when she got done with the race, she was breathing really heavy, and she had gone through this little obstacle course we had built in the house, and she's breathing really heavy. And I said, okay, get up to the starting line. And she's like, I'm not ready yet. I said, I know, just take a deep breath and get going. And right before she got there, right before she took off, I put my arm around her shoulder, and I said, listen, I really believe in you. You're amazing. I know you're going to do great at this. You are going to crush this. Now go out, give it your all, and show me what you got. Show me that Callie DeBolt that I know and love. And so I started the time. She took off, she ran, and she blew her time away. In fact, she was faster when she was tired, even than her baseline speed, simply because the words were reinforcing the actions. Now, if this makes sense, if you're saying, hey, dude, I totally follow all of this so far, give me a 2 in the chat box. I want to see the 2s coming out here. And just like Jennifer Stover King says, words are so powerful. They're more powerful than you probably realize. And by the way, we're not just talking about the spoken word. We're also talking about the words we think, that internal dialogue, that internal talk that we give ourselves in any given moment, any given day. All right, I see lots of people dialing 2s in here. It's great. I got to see this comment. Lisa Smith Williams just said, my 9-year-old hates to write, so I print up worksheets that say I'm a great writer. I love to write. Writing is easy for me. And she says it works. It absolutely does. Now, here's something interesting. And we were talking about this at the workshop is one of our students, Emily, came up and she goes, hey, listen, what do you think about affirmations? Affirmations can sometimes come off as a little bit woo-woo, and most people who know me, I'm not a woo-woo kind of guy. I will say this, that if it's an action-based word, right? So in other words, if I sit there and say, I'm awesome, that's one thing. But if I say something that says every day I show up and do the work of a top earner, I am a natural leader, and every single day I set the example through my thoughts, actions, and words. In other words, if it's an action-based sort of word that you're using, or an action-based affirmation, then it will have power. But if we simply say, I am something, I'm a six-figure earner, I'm a six-figure earner, and we're saying that over and over again, it's possible that those words will reinforce a thought of doubt. So we have to be careful, because if we don't yet have the result and we're trying to force ourselves to believe that, then guess what? It could reinforce that negative belief pattern. So the best way to hotwire that and shortchange it is to come to the words and make them action-based. So anytime you use words about yourself, use action-based words. And it's okay to say, hey, I'm working on becoming a better writer. I'm working on being the best copywriter possible. I am working each day to make that winning ad. When you do that, you start to have reinforced actions based on words that are specifically driven toward and reinforcing action. And then, of course, the actions, they back up the results. And when we get the results, we have the belief system. So what's one of the big mistakes that I'm talking about here? What's one of the biggest pitfalls I see entrepreneurs make? It's that they don't understand that you do not have to have the results in order to attract high-level people. You don't have to have the results. And if you don't believe me, ask the great Julie Burke. Julie Burke, even before she started having the 6- and 7-figure results, in fact, she was probably a high 6-figure earner, but she started attracting 7-figure earners. In fact, some people who were high-level 7-figure earners in her in her industry had come out of retirement just to work with her. That's the power of attraction marketing. They started to realize, hey, listen, I got kind of burnt out. I got tired. I got bored. I just decided that I was going to retire. Financially, I was set. But all of a sudden, I'm seeing this person named Julie Burke showing up every single day, setting the example. This is really what it comes down to. If you want to attract high-level people in your business, if you want to attract lots of great people in business, not just the 7-figure earners, but the people that maybe haven't gotten to that point yet, have that true potential, then what we have to do is be the example. All right. We have to be the example, which means we have to show up to it every single day. And how we set the example is by setting the tone in our business. You set the tone with your beliefs. You set the tone with your thoughts. You set the tone, especially with your words. Your words are so powerful, incredibly powerful, that you can actually reverse a negative thought pattern. You can back up and reverse a negative belief system simply by showing up and speaking the words every single day. Know that those words are going to drive your actions. And that's what people are more excited about. All right. People are more excited about the actions you take as opposed to the results you get. Because at the end of the day, what's the question everybody's asking themselves when they're talking to you? Whether it's a brand new prospect, whether it's somebody clean off the streets, they're sitting there, they may come across your ad, they may come across your blog post. What's the thing, the question they're asking themselves in their mind? Type it into the question, into the chat box if you know what it is. Paul North says, have the 7+ figure earner mindset. Exactly. Here's the thing. You can have the mindset of a 7-figure earner before you have the tangible results of a 7-figure earner. And how do you get the mindset of a 7-figure earner or an 8-figure earner or whatever it is? You get the mindset by following them, by studying them, by learning from them, but not just saying to yourself, well, I'm the eternal student, which is great to be, or I'm just the eternal person that's going to follow the lead. You want to be the lead. You want to show up with that mindset, with the actions every single day, because at the end of the day, it's the actions that people buy into. All right. So there's Dawn Sullivan. That's my girl right there. She's talking about this today. She's the one that actually posted that meme about, or she shared it rather, commented on it and tagged me in it about, hey, the eyes are the window to the soul. And I said, yeah, there might be some truth to that. But to me, the words are the window to the soul. I can tell a lot about a person, about how they believe about their business, what they believe about their industry, and more specifically, what they believe about themselves, simply by the words they choose as it pertains to each and some of those areas of their life. So it's super important that you understand this. Now, the question I was asking before is, what is that thing that's in the back of their mind? People are asking themselves the same question. They're asked, Eric, David Duncanson says, will this work for me? Yes, absolutely. That is the question. And at the root of that question is the one that Jennifer Stover King said, and that is, what's in it for me? What's it for me? Every single person is asking themselves that question, including you right now as you're listening to me. You're probably wondering, hey, what's in it for me? How come I should listen to this? You listen to it because this is one of the single biggest pitfalls that I see people make in business. And that is this feeling that they have to have results first in order to be taken seriously or to be able for people to actually want to do business with them. And I'm here to tell you that is not true. That is a belief system that I encourage you to change, all right? So just like I showed you with this little diagram, the belief system that you want to change right here, right now, is that you do have to have the results. If you have the belief, hey, I have the results first, then let's change that. Because if you believe that, then the thought might come, well, I don't have the results yet. And so you get on the phone or you have a conversation with somebody, and the thing you're worried about is, please don't ask me about my results. Please don't ask me about my results. And what's the first question they ask? How much money are you making? How many people have you sponsored into this thing? And you're like, oh gosh, and then you stutter over your words. Well, that's going to create a sense of a lack of confidence in them. The actions that you're taking won't be as powerful. They won't be that 7-figure earner type action. And then the next thing you know, you're going to either get the result or not get the result, and it reinforces a belief. So the way we change this is to start right now by saying, I do not have to have the result in order to be the person that I'm here to become. I simply have to show up and think, I got this, and say the words, I got this, and say the words each day, every day, I'm getting better. Each day, every day, I'm taking the actions of a 7-figure earner. Each day, every day, I'll do whatever it takes. And then show up and do it. You got to back it up, right? You have to prove it or lose it. If you don't prove it to yourself, then you will start to lose this momentum through your words and through your thoughts and through your beliefs. So you have to prove it or you're going to lose it. And as you start to prove it, the actions are going to start rendering results, and those results are going to back up your new found and new built belief system. My friends, you got this, but you don't need just to hear it from me. You need to hear it from yourself. And you need to show up each and every day and realize that if you want to be the example, if you want to set the example in your business, that's the thing that's actually what's going to attract people into your business anyway. In order to set that example, you got to set the tone. And you got to make the decision each and every single day. If you want to make the difference, you got to make the decision. The decision is, I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. I'm going to do whatever it takes to lead. I'm going to do whatever it takes to help people get to that next level in their business and life. And you do that by showing up and setting the example, being the example each and every single day. All right, my friends. Well, that just about does it for today's episode of the.
Right. We'll come back from such an amazing video we have watched, and a lot has been said. I can't repeat everything for you. It's good you've been listening, and I believe you've noted some down. Okay? And before I conclude, just want to have 5 people who want to share with us. If you are here, you want to share with us from the video we've just had, just raise up the hand. I don't know, these people, they have already raised up their hand. All right, if you are here, you've learned something from the video, raise up your hand if you want to share with us. From the video we've just had, they have said, or they have told me and you, that my results are just an indicator of me. That means it's my results that describes him. If you want to describe Mobiru, just look at his results. That's a big question to me and you. Can your results describe you? Are you worth to be described by your results? Just want 5 people want to share. The fact is, I've learned that in everything that I do, I must be exemplary. All of us, we are here. We are sharing the business, and we have that hope that one day we are going to get those amazing leaders that are going to join us and make it the V6. But before, are you behaving when you look into your actions? Do the V6 work the way we work? Do the top leaders work like the way we work? That calls us to be exemplary, to first become those good people that we are looking for.
Hello.
That calls us to be with that good mindset. Now, if you've not raised up the hand, I don't expect you to unmute yourself. Say, if you want to share, just raise up the hand. Okay? If you want to share with us, raise up the hand. I give you a chance to talk, and then we go. Right. I've seen Leila. You can unmute yourself and share with us from the video. Unmute yourself.
Good morning, good evening, everyone on the call. I'm Lynn.
Yes, good morning.
I don't know if I'm audible enough.
Yes, we can hear you.
For me, what I've learned in the video is that the power of words. When I joined Royalq, I told my leader, you know what? I don't know, I can handle these things of networking. I just want to be a trader. But when I saw results of networking, I just told myself, you know what? You can do it. What I've learned that is true, the power of words, telling yourself that you can do it, you're believing in yourself. The results can come out. What I've learned, and which I see that it's 100% sure, you have to believe in yourself. You have to give yourself the power, the words of encouragement, so that you can go on. Thank you.
All right, thank you for sharing with us. Abib, we are learning that you live this way of behaving, whereby people, when you ask how are you doing, the people, they put themselves down. They say, man, me, I can't do this. This is not for me. The business is not working. The man, he said that we should stop that. Always you should talk. Always only good things. Okay. I don't know whether Agatha want to share with us. I see your hand already here. You can unmute in case you have to share with us. You want to share with us. Agatha? Okay. Christopher, unmute yourself. Yes, Leader Christopher.
Yeah, thank you so much, my leader, and congratulations for nice presentation and taking us to such wonderful learning this morning. I've learned so much from the video you have shared, and what I can share with my colleagues is that actions bring results. And what I've seen to some people is that they want to show others results, that they have better results, so that they can join the business. Unfortunately, their actions cannot produce the results they want to show others. So they want to bring people into the business, but those people, they don't believe. They say, we are waiting for you. We want to see your results first, then we will join your business. So the person is struggling to show others results, but the person is not working to produce the results. So what I want to tell my colleagues that if you want results, maybe you want to make $10, you want to make $2, you want to make $3 to show others what you have. It's better to do what it takes to get the $3, it get the $5 each day. The Royalq works very well. So with 100 you can make $2, you can make $3, you can make $5, you can make $10. But what do you have to do to make $5 per day, to make $10 per day? So most people don't act. They don't do what they are needed to do so that they get good results. So they are just running here and there, no actions, but they want good results. So what I've learned from this video is that we have to put actions. You want to get certain results, then what do you need to do? So do what it takes to get the results. Having $100 in your account, having Royalq as your tool is not enough. There's something to do to get the results. Secondly, about the thoughts. Oh my goodness, yes. What you think every day about your business, what you think every day about yourself. Very powerful, because what you think will eventually come out. So always let us be positive. Let us be positive with ourselves. Let us believe ourselves. Let us be positive with the business. So if we give positive thoughts to our minds every day, we will get good results. Thank you so much, my leader. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, our leader, Sankala, all the way from Tanzania. Thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for being attentive. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as usual, I understand. If someone is to understand, doesn't need a full day. Okay? Just one word, 2 words, they are enough for someone who can take actions. And someone who is ready to work does not need to be pushed. The moment he perceives that this one is going to help me, they push themselves until they reach at the top. Okay? Whether they are supported by their family members, whether they are supported by their friends or not, for them, they do only focus on where they want to go. As we are ending this, and I know you've benefited from what you've shared today, sit down and ask yourself, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Can my results describe me? Am I happy with my results? And so on. And it's you who know your answer. If you have positive answer, well and good, though we can exceed from that point. If you have a negative answer, this is just a start. We have another day, another time, another chance for us to improve from what we've been doing. So ladies and gentlemen, allow me to end here. Thank you for being attentive, being a nice audience. And next time, I'm so happy to come back and share with you. May God bless you. Let us go and put it into action.